Hello everybody, this is Tony, CEO, founder, Turn Luxury Car Rental. Just making another video for my YouTube channel. Sorry for the long delay, y'all. I just had a newborn baby last week, so I've been really busy with the business, doing maintenance and everything on my cars, cleaning the cars, dealing with a lot. So sorry for the long delay, y'all, but I promise I'm gonna try to get better with making content daily, more frequent, either every other day or twice, 2-3 times a week. So I will try to get better, give you a lot more content, more frequent. So sorry for the long delay. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and make another video talking about Turo, okay? For those of you guys don't know me, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. My name is Tony. I got a company, Turo Luxury Car Rental. I've been doing Turo for about 1.5 years now. I am an all-star host. I'm also a power host. I have over 1,300 trips on Turo. And I'm the biggest host pretty much in my whole state, in the city and state of Louisville, Kentucky. So I have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video. I will be giving out a whole lot of free game, a whole lot of free advice. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So go ahead and show you my shop. This is my garage that I have. I got me a storage unit and to store all my vehicles at, and customers can come get cars from me here. And I'm just gonna show you my cars, gonna talk about it, gonna give you some free game, some real free advice, some tips. So get your pen and paper ready. Also, I'm gonna tell you what cars is profitable, what's the best cars to get, what you shouldn't get, because it also depends on your market. Depends on, if it's the weather, if there's a lot of competition. So there's a lot of variables, okay? But from my experience, I'm gonna talk about my cars that does really well for me, and the cars that don't do well, and what I advise for anybody starting off. Because a lot of people have been hitting me up, asking me what cars to get, asking me questions. So I am going to be having a seminar class soon, and I already started doing one-on-one sessions as well. So if anybody who's interested, want me to teach you the game, I'm charging a small fee, and I'm doing a one-on-one session for Turo. So I will answer any questions you have. I will give you all the knowledge and experience and advice that I have from me doing this for 1.5 years. So that way you don't make the same mistakes that I made. So go ahead and get right into it. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you just some helpful tips and advice about Turo and about what cars I think you should get and what cars does really well, okay? So this is about half my cars, half my fleet. I have 17 cars total. This is about half of them. The rest of them are rented out, so it's not bad. Being that it's the weekday, and I have about half my cars gone and half my cars rented out. So let me go ahead and talk about a few things, okay? So first thing, these are my convertibles, okay? And right now I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. So in Louisville, Kentucky, we do get a lot of, in the winter months, November, December, January, it is cold here. It's cold, snowing. So in my state, these cars right here do not do well because people really only want to rent them when it's hot. So summertime, spring, summertime, they want to put the top down. They want to enjoy the breeze. So these cars do really well in spring and summertime, but when they get cold, come wintertime, they don't do well and they're sitting. So it's costing me money because I'm not renting them out. So I'm not able to make any money, but I still have expenses on these cars. Okay. So depending on where you're at, I would not recommend convertibles. Okay. Unless you're somewhere like down south, like in Florida, where it's hot all year long and you can rent them out all year long. But these two convertibles and my Slingshot, they've just been sitting. Nobody had been renting them out because it's been so cold and snowing and raining and stuff like that. So they've been sitting. So these cars is actually, losing money every day when these don't get rented out. Okay. So just an FYI for those of you guys who are thinking about getting convertibles, they are popular. They do well in the spring and summertime, but not in the winter time. And that's only in my state because of the weather here. Okay. Now my trucks do really, really well. Actually this truck right here is actually my best renter so far. I think this vehicle made the most money so far. So trucks, they're really good. That's all-wheel drive. It's all season long. You can rent them out all year long. You can fit 5 people comfortably in this truck. So it does really, really well. Same thing with my SUVs. All my SUVs do really well as well. This is my Durango SUV. This is my Jeep Summit SUV. All these SUVs is all-wheel drive. They got a lot of room, a lot of space. They fit 5 people. They are all, they do really well the whole entire year. So it doesn't slow down. So these are my money makers. Same thing over here. Okay. So the SUVs, the trucks, the vans definitely does really good. The convertibles, not so good. And then the cars do good as well. But again, if I were you guys, I would not convert cars, especially like, you know, don't get me wrong, they make a lot of money, they're popular, my Chargers and Challengers, but people are gonna abuse them. You know, they are gonna race in them, they are gonna do burnouts, they're gonna do donuts, speed, they're gonna abuse the cars. I just had to get a couple of these cars fixed because people will be tearing them up. So if you are going to get these cars, just be cautious that people are going to tear them up. And if I were you, I would get the V6 version, or if you get a V8, if you get a Hemi, I would get a Hemi. I would not get a Scat Pack. I would not get a Hellcat, even though I do have a Scat Pack and I got 392s, but I would not get them because, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay. So for example, this is my Durango 392 SRT, which this vehicle is really nice. It's actually my newest and most expensive vehicle that I have. This vehicle cost me about 60 grand, okay? And this vehicle, my car note is like $900 a month for this vehicle, and it cost me 60 grand, all right? Now, my other Durango, which is a RT, this RT cost me about 30 grand, so it's like half the price, and it also does really well. And it's an RT. So sometimes people don't care if it's a Hellcat, Scat Pack, or RT. They just want to ride in the SUV. They just want to be, you know, something nice. So this vehicle right here is actually half the cost of that vehicle, half the car payment, and I rent this out for $100 a day. All right. So $100 a day for this vehicle. So you would think, okay, I can rent this out for $200 a day. But no, that's not the case. When I first put this on Turo for $200 a day, nobody rented it at all. It never stayed, it never got booked. So when I lowered it to 150, it did get booked at 150, but not at 200. But this is double the price of that car right there, okay? So with that being said is, sometimes when you get in the car, I would not get the highest level. I wouldn't get the highest trim because it ain't worth it, because you're not gonna be able to make more money. So with this car, I now ran out for about probably $125 or $150 a day, but it's double. It cost me double the amount of money as the $100 a day car, which is the RT. Okay, so I'm just telling you guys this because even though you get a car, like if I was to get a Hellcat's going to be 90 to 100 grand, and you would think I would charge 3 times the price, which is $300 a day. But in my market, people are not. People don't have the money, or people cannot afford $300 a day rental. Okay, in my market. Now other markets would be different, but in my market, it's hard to rent out a car for $200 or $300 a day, but it's easy to rent a car out for $100 a day. Okay, so I'm just sharing that with you guys. You know, if anybody want to get out there and want to start getting vehicles, I would say do not get the highest trim, because you're not necessarily mean you're gonna get more money. Okay, so I just want to share that free game with you guys, because that's something that I'm experiencing right now. And now I'm debating if I want to keep this car, if I want to sell this car in, I trade in and just get 2 regular RT Durangos. Okay, so just want to share that with you guys. Again, I hope you like this video. Again, my name is Tony. I'm CEO, founder, Turo Luxury Car Rental. You can reach me on all social media platforms, Tony Luxury Cars, on all social media platforms. Like this video, subscribe, and hit me up. All right, peace. See you on the next video.